The Republic is a Socratic dialogue penned by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato that explores justice, the ideal state, and the nature of the human soul. Presented as a conversation led by Socrates, Plato's mentor, the text unfolds over 10 books, blending philosophy, politics, and metaphysics. It begins with a debate about justice through whether it is merely the advantage of the stronger, as Thrasymachus argues, or something more intrinsic. Socrates seeks a deeper definition, prompting an imaginative construction of a perfect city-state, the Kallipolis, to mirror justice in the individual soul. In this ideal state, Socrates divides society into 3 classes: rulers, philosopher kings, guardians, warriors, and producers, farmers, artisans, merchants. Each class corresponds to a part of the soul: reason, spirit, and appetite, suggesting that justice arises when these elements harmonize with reason ruling over desires. The philosopher kings, trained in wisdom and detached from personal gain, govern with insight into the eternal forms, Plato's concept of perfect, unchanging truths beyond the physical world. This radical proposal that only philosophers should rule stems from Plato's belief that knowledge of the good is essential for just leadership. Education is central to the Republic. Socrates outlines a rigorous curriculum for guardians, emphasizing music and gymnastics initially, then mathematics and dialectics for future rulers. This culminates in grasping the form of the good, likened to the sun in the famous allegory of the sun, which illuminates all understanding. Another key metaphor, the allegory of the cave, depicts humanity as prisoners chained in a cave, mistaking shadows for reality. Education, symbolized by an ascent into sunlight, frees the mind to perceive true forms, underscoring Plato's view that most people live in ignorance unless guided by philosophy. The text critiques democracy, portraying it as a flawed system where uninformed masses choose leaders based on persuasion rather than wisdom. Socrates contrasts this with his meritocratic vision, though he acknowledges the Kallipolis might degrade over time into tyranny, a cycle detailed in his theory of political decline. He also proposes controversial measures like communal living and the abolition of the nuclear family among guardians to eliminate private interests and foster unity. Books 6 and 7 delve into metaphysics, while Book 10 concludes with The Myth of a tale of the afterlife where souls choose their next lives, reinforcing moral responsibility. Throughout, Plato wrestles with practical and theoretical tensions. Can such a state exist? Is justice worth pursuing if it's burdensome? Socrates insists it is, both for the individual and society. The Republic is less a political blueprint than a philosophical inquiry. Its influence spans centuries, shaping Western thought on governance, ethics, and education. Critics note its authoritarian leanings and impracticality. Few societies could sustain philosopher kings, yet its strength lies in its provocative questions and vivid imagery. Blending argument with myth, it remains a cornerstone of philosophy, urging readers to seek truth beyond appearances and align their souls with justice. This has been Plato's The Republic. Thank you for watching Speedbook Reviews. Please like and subscribe.